What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. As you guys could see by the title, let's all be honest, who is really surprised by this? I'm personally not, because EA has the reputation of being just a terrible company, and this little thing that has came out, or this news headline, is just it's just not surprising for me to see. And seeing this, if EA actually goes through with this, whatever, I do think that it'll be very, very bad for the company. But it could either go both ways. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, basically EA CEO Andrew Wilson says that they're looking into ways to put ads into major games. Now, I don't know what they mean by major games. I'm guessing they mostly mean like Star Wars games, right? Because those are very popular. And also Madden, which I hope that EA and NFL, their contract runs out so other companies can make football games. I'm just sick and tired of the same thing every year when it comes to Madden, and just the same broken stuff. Like it's just not fun to play. But anyways, when I first looked at this, I thought of two different ways that they could do this, and either way I think is pretty lame, but one is not as bad as the other. So the worst case scenario, which I believe most people are thinking, is that it's just completely gonna stop the gameplay before you hop into the game, right? Like, for example, let's say you're playing Madden, okay, and you're just absolutely going crazy on somebody online, and when you're going crazy, you get just a in-game ad that just pops up that you have to watch it, you know, before you could resume the game, right? Like, let's say you pause for some reason and now you have to watch an ad, or halftime comes around and you have to watch an ad. I do think that would probably be the worst case scenario, but the absolute worst case scenario is that they legitimately pause the gameplay for you to watch an ad, kind of like how YouTube does it, right? Like, let's say, for example, you're watching a really, really long YouTube video. It comes to a point where if you don't have any ad blockers or anything, you will see in video ads where it will literally just pop up an ad out of nowhere. If that's how they're gonna do it, I do think that would be absolutely terrible, and that would just be really bad for the company. Like, let's all be honest. But if they do it kind of like how 2K does it, where they kind of put the ads like on the side or whatever, then I do think that it's gonna be no problem. Like, for example, in Madden, it's easy to put, you know, like a Burger King logo in the corner, or like a Burger King logo on the Jumbotron when someone calling a timeout. Like, it really is that simple. And let's say for Star Wars and stuff like that, maybe in the in-game menus they could put, like, you know, some type of ad, but even then I do think that it would just ruin the core aesthetic of the game. And if they do these in-game ads, the best way they could do it is through Madden, which just sucks for Madden fans like myself, because the game's already bad enough, and now you're gonna have to just throw ads at us just to make more profit. It's just a really greedy move, and I'm not even surprised that EA is doing this. Call of Duty kind of does the same thing as well, where they put ads into their games through their message of the day system that they have. You know, every time you load in Call of Duty, right, there's always, oh, look at this new bundle, look at this new skin. I'm guessing EA is trying to do the same thing, but they're trying to maybe expand it to where it's other things. I just think that's a bad idea. If they're gonna do some type of in-game ads, for sure what they should do is just use the stuff that you already have. Like, promote maybe a different EA game. Don't be going out there promoting, you know, like something else. Just promote your games that you have, man. That's the best way I could see. And I guess the best case scenario for this is just that, is just having a little message of the day system that Call of Duty has. But, you know, when it comes to EA, you think the lowest of the low is possible, but with EA, they make the bar even lower. So we don't know what's going to come from EA. We don't know what the heck is going to happen. We don't know what this in-game ads are going to look like, or what it's even about. But getting this news, just it really isn't surprising, and it just comes to really just draining the money out of their whole fan base, man. Especially with Madden Ultimate Team. I already made a video about that, man, like a couple months ago. That's actually one of my more popular videos on this YouTube channel, just talking about how absolutely rigged Madden Ultimate Team is, and how EA just wants to suck your money. And it's the same thing here. EA just literally looks at all of its player base as just people that will just do anything to pay the company. So as I said, I hope more people speak out against this, because I really do not want to see this. I don't want to see no ads, because I feel like it just ruins the core aesthetic of the game. Like, for example, back in the day, like the PS2 days, even the PS3 days, let's say Call of Duty, because I play those games a lot, there really wasn't no in-game ads, you know what I mean? Like, you just hop into the game and then bang, you're in it. And I feel like these in-game ads, they just ruin the aesthetic of the game, other than sports games, because as I said, sports games, I get it, right? Because in real life, when you watch a sports game, you always see ads and stuff. So I get it for maybe those types of games, but for like shooters and RPGs and battle royales. I feel like it would just be such a terrible idea and just, as I said, ruin the core aesthetic of the game. It will suck to see like a Battlefront game, you know, have a freaking ad as you're playing the game. That would be one of the worst things ever. So let's hope that doesn't come into fruition. But as I said, it's EA we're talking about here. Any scummy way to make cash, any scummy way to make money, EA will do it. Okay, don't bet against EA when it comes to being scummy. EA and Activision are like Kobe and Shaq of being the most greediest gaming companies out there. So as I said, we'll see what happens. We'll see what this in-game ad stuff will look like. I hope it really doesn't affect the gameplay at all, but I wouldn't be surprised if it actually does, because EA just has that reputation of being a garbage company and just kind of rigging the fans and just really ruining games and disappointing fans. So EA, when it comes to disappointing, we all know how it is, and so let's just hope that they actually don't move on with this, or let's actually hope that with this in-game ad stuff that they do not do it overboard. A lot of people, the way they're reacting to it is like they're doing the most overboard things, or just gonna pause the gameplay, whatever. I really don't think, like, if you guys are wondering what I'm thinking, I don't think that's necessarily gonna happen. But what I do think that's gonna happen is that it's gonna be enough of annoyance where people are going to have a drawback on it. So yeah, well, as I said, that's my prediction. We'll see if that comes to fruition as time comes. But other than that, EA just very disappointing to see, but honestly, who's surprised? Anyways, that's all I really have for you guys today, man. Just talking about this EA CEO stuff, kind of a shorter video. I'm trying to make my videos a little bit longer. I'm trying to find more topics. It's been kind of rough that I'm interested in. So yeah, if the videos seem kind of a little slow or they kind of seem a little fast, I'm trying to find every topic possible that I could possibly speak about. And it's been a little rough recently, so keep in mind, all right? It's been a little rough with the uploads. But yeah, as I said, thank you guys for watching. It's your boy Daniel. Drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you guys later.